Award season for Hollywood just really around the corner, not too far away. And 2023 has been a truly incredible year for film. Martin Scorsese, one of the most important figures in cinema history, has, at the tender age of 80, created one of his greatest masterpieces. This, at least, according to Critics' Choice film critic Felipa, who believes the race for the Oscar is going to be incredible this year as well. Great film. 80 years old, maybe turned out one of his best works.
Possibly. If this is indeed his last, it will live on forever. What an incredible film. What an incredible story. And it starts so interestingly because the title of the film, of the Killers of the Flower Moon, what does that mean? So basically, in the month of May, in the Osage County community in Oklahoma, small plants seem to diminish and are taken over by larger plants. This is actually celebrated and honored and is symbolic for the action that is about to take place in the film. Based on a true story, Killers of the Flower Moon, it's the story of how oil found on Osage land resulted in murder and one of the most incredibly overwhelming cases of violence against Native Americans in the 20th century. In 1919, several Osage families became extremely wealthy following oil discoveries on their land. At the time, federal law stated that white guardians had to be assigned to manage their money, thus beginning this incredible story of man's continued inhumanity against man. And Martin Scorsese directed and co-wrote the overwhelming screenplay alongside Eric Roth. The film stars two of his favorite co-stars. There's Leonardo DiCaprio, who has starred in 6 Scorsese films, and Robert De Niro, who has starred in 10 Scorsese films. DiCaprio plays Ernest, who alongside his uncle, William King Hale, conspire to kill members of the Osage community in Oklahoma to take over their land and their oil rights. Their plans are sinister and clearly the violent conspiracies of powerful men. Probably one of the greatest actors of our generation is Robert De Niro. This epic Western shows man at his worst and greed superseding love and compassion and honesty, because you have to see what happens, how Leonardo DiCaprio gets in. Again, without giving it all away, the film is one of the most powerful, angry, overwhelming films I've ever seen. Scorsese, however, takes the Western to another level, and you will be overwhelmed by the mastery of his direction. Not to mention incredible performances by De Niro and DiCaprio, the fabulous Lily Gladstone. The film is much more than just about who will win the Oscar. This film is art and at its finest, but it is disturbing and violent, but sadly a true story that was happening at the time of the Tulsa Race Massacre at the same time, which is also included in the film. There's love and dishonor, and you're not going to believe what happens. Don't miss Killers of the Flower Moon.
Felipa, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Trevor.
Always one of the great pleasures to have you in studio.
Likewise. Wonderful to be here.
All right, we're coming right back. Stay tuned.